All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Life Coach Corner. I am Life Coach Shaun. I am the man from Pasig City from Life Coach Philippines. If this is the first time you're joining me, I'm a certified professional CACC life and mental health coach. I've been certified since May 2018. And one of the things I've learned about life coaching is life coaching will really just allow you to fulfill your fullest potential. If you are someone who's going through a journey right now and you're figuring out what is it that I want to do in my life, how do I want to make my life worthwhile, then life coaching will empower you with the proper skills, tools, techniques, knowledge, and even a tribe of professional life coaches to help you in your journey. So, welcome for an evening conversation here at Life Coach Philippines International. If you are new to Life Coach Philippines, we're doing this community activity every single night. And what we're doing is helping coaches out there for them to be able to learn skills, techniques, and resources for them to be able to practice their coaching skills. So if you know anyone, if you have your friends in there, if you maybe you had a conversation with people that wanted to be a coach and still thinking, what kind of, or who are the people, or what kind of certification body would I want to invest on, then Life Coach Philippines International is offering the CACC, or the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. That is my Master Coach A. And if you're going to enroll on that on a face-to-face class, that's going to be a 2-day certification. But if we're going to do this on a online, it's going to be a 3-day certification. And I think it's something, for me specifically, it's a powerful experience because it kind of puts things in a different perspective, and it allows us to really just see things from the space of how coaching would really change the way that we see things. All right, so invite your friends and loved ones and let's have a conversation tonight. For the month of May, we're talking about the success blueprint, and we're gonna build foundational skills. And this talk series, the intention is to help you offer practical guidance on essential skills and successes across various niches, and help beginners and experts alike to learn, practice, and master the essential skills for success, of course, in a fun, safe, and supportive way. What we do, what I'm going to provide you is actionable steps for you to use, and also some real life examples to help you navigate through the professional and personal path, establishing a solid foundation for long term growth. Now, my topic today, I'm going to talk about a topic that I think a lot of people go through, and challenges are not accepted in here. And the topic focuses more about how we can develop our confidence. And confidence coach, what is a confidence coach? This is a niche that you can leverage on. This is a niche that you can take advantage on. This is a niche that something that a lot of people are really taking a look at. Now, if you are familiar with coaching, now the coaching industry, it's a global industry that is worth a billion. It's a $1 billion market. Okay, it's various niches. There are 100 niches currently that you can master, or you can be an expert on. And what coaches does essentially is they help individuals achieve their personal and professional goals. So that's how easy it is. That's how simple it is in a nutshell of what coaching is. So maybe you've heard about coaching for some time already in the corporate world, or maybe in the BPO industry. In the BPO industry, coaching is part of their weekly rigor. There's a coaching session, it's scheduled, it's part of their budget, and this is happening continuously because it helps the individuals to learn more about how they think, feel, and act. Then they can learn new skills to develop for them to be able to advance. Now, coaching must not be confused towards other profession. It's not similar to consulting. It's not similar to therapy. It's not similar to your personal support or mentoring or training. So this is very, very different. Because what I've shared a while ago are more of putting an advisory hat, right? The person is an expert, the person has been trained, the person is downloading to you knowledge, skills, experiences that they have. While in coaching is very different, because in coaching, what the coach does is to improve situations, or the people, improve the people and empower them to get better outcomes that they are desiring. So it's not a profession in which I'm going to tell you what to do. So that's not what coaching is. Coaching helps you, ask you, empowering you to decide what is the best way forward for you to move forward, okay? To make better decisions to increase the kind of life that you want. Now, a coach, if you think about a coach, it will empower individuals to achieve or set achievable goals. All right. It also helps the client recognize their strength. It also develops a robust self-image. And specific to my topic, which is confidence coaching, and maybe this is something that you want to explore, you want to be able to strengthen that area. It equips you with the tools and techniques to be able to manage stress, deal with setbacks, and also navigates life's challenges more effectively. So, how many of you are able to connect with this, in which you're able to experience stress? You know, you're going through some stressful times, and instead of you being able to uplift yourself, you're not able to do that because there are certain negative thought patterns that you tell to yourself. There are negative thoughts, there are ruminations that's happening, which puts you in a state of, downward spiral. Now, life challenges, if you think about it, it's very common, right? It's common that we experience life challenges. I'm not accepted. I still go through life challenges. I still go through some adversities. I still go through some difficult moments that I would need to work on. And I know that there are some areas of my life that is not that strong yet, that needs to be developed or that needs to be worked on. Now, it's common for people who's going through life challenges that they are speaking negatively about who they are, and especially the results that they have. How many of you can connect with me, right? When you have a conversation, when you go through some challenging times, you talk about yourself. You talk to yourself negatively on your result and your experiences. Thank you, Coach Lee, for joining. And when you constantly say, when the person constantly say that they're always a failure, that they can't do anything right, or not, that everything that they done in their life is wrong, that is what happens when they're constantly talking about or negatively about themselves. And our brains, based on studies, our brain is hardwired to remember negative experiences over positive ones. So imagine if you are a confidence coach and you're talking to a client will come looking for you or have a session with you or avail of your services because they're constantly just seeing negative things, negative experiences, negative views of the world. And when they're not able to get things right, then this is the time that they're constantly just speaking, not so good things about themselves. And it's a constant replay of these messages that they're not good, they're not worthy, they're not, they don't deserve it, which is fueling the negative feelings. And this is, by the way, being shared by a research by Johnson 2016, which is causing a lot of people to have a lower confidence level. So, how many of you are have experience, if you're a coach, or maybe you've experienced this, which you've gone through some adversities or challenges, but instead of feeling good that you're able to overcome, or at least you're going through a challenge and you know that there's still some work to do, you're not able to do that and you're not able to work on yourself. Now, the skill on, if we talk about confidence coaching or a confidence coach, the skill that needs to be developed here by your client is the positive self-talk. So that is one kind of coaching process or a coaching program that you can offer to them, that you can help them out so that they're constantly focusing on positive self-talk, because negative self-talk is hurting your brain, right? It's the positive self-talk, of course, it's a flip of negative self-talk, and it's not talking about being a narcissist, all right? It's not even deceiving yourselves towards thinking that you are perfect, you are good, and it's an inaccurate interpretation of what your present state is, or at least what your present moment is. But rather, when you help your clients increase, develop these positive conversations in themselves, they are more self-compassionate, right? And most recently, we've learned about a class in self-compassion, that for you to be able to be self-compassion, you need to be compassionate to others first, then others will be compassionate with you, then you can be compassionate to yourself. And then this is being shared, that compassion and understanding of who you are and what you've been through, that is what compassion is. So imagine if you have a client, if you're talking to a client, and your client talks to you that, hey, they feel that they're not worthy, they feel that all of the things in their life are not working, they feel that, even if they've done this, they've done that, they can't get the result. Then you can help them rephrase their narratives so that it moves towards a more hopeful tone. Okay, a more hopeful tone, right? Now, positive self talk sees the internal narrative, and it switch the ideas to, I can do a better job next time. So imagine that if you can help your client change that conversation in which they would feel that, okay, I can do better next time. Like, I can choose to learn from my mistake, right? And rather than being hold back of this past experiences or these mistakes that they have, then they see that the mistakes that they've experienced, the bad things that they experience, they can now utilize this to learn from it, develop strategies from it with your guidance as a coach. Then they will start recognizing the impact of their self-talk. So, when was the last time that you have a conversation with, a friend, a colleague, or a coworker, or maybe a family member who've gone to approach you, had a conversation with you, and they were sharing about all of the negative things, right? If you continue to allow them to speak negatively, of course, you're going to be affected because that's the energy that they're exuding. But when you understand the coaching principles and you can practice, confidence coaching, then you can start helping them switch the conversation. Now, what are the benefits? What are the benefits, or what are the impacts of self-talk? Now, this is based on Conroy and Meltzer. What they did is they explored ways to self-talk impact in the cognitive anxiety in sports performance. So I'm going to connect this with sport performance because coaching kind of has a similar aspect towards sports coaching, right? What they did is they look into a state of a specific self-talk. So they have these athletes, those people or those athletes who were failing, those others who were succeeding, people who were wishing for success, those who are feeling failure. And what they did is they measured them. They measured them alongside their expression with the specific performance anxiety that they have. So, fear of failure, fear of success, and sports anxiety. They found that the strongest result for self talk associated with fear of failure and sports anxiety, essentially, the athletes experience higher anxiety when using negative self talk. So that's specific in sports. So imagine if you're the one or your client would have this conversation regularly about how they see themselves, and of course they're constantly gonna put themselves in a space in which they don't deserve it. Right? One research here that is specific to children with anxiety, especially if they don't have a diagnosis on anxiety disorder, they found that reducing negative self-talk mediate substantial treatment gains in the children with diagnosis. So how many of you can see this, the benefit of confidence coaching, right? Even with self-talk, if you're able to help one individual to shift their conversations, it improves their learning performance, right? Because they're now able to see themselves as someone that's capable. Like, you can help them with the concept of chunking. Chunking is when you have a lot of time, things that you need to do, but you're so overwhelmed. What you would need is to chunk the schedule so that it makes it more bite size for you to accomplish, and it also helps in providing an aid for memory recall, right? Especially during tasks that are complex and difficult. All right. So there are many benefits of you if you take advantage. If this is something that it's worthwhile for you, if you want to know more about how you can leverage on this and choose this as a niche, message us here at Life Coach Philippines. We'd be happy to help you in your journey. We have Coach A Coaching Upskill Blueprint Circle. It's a paid membership group of Master Coach A, and there you will have a program that is called coaching for confidence, and you have toolkits in there for assessing confidence, building competence with your clients, confidence coaching, and a mindset assessment to help your client out. So if you want to know more about how you can leverage on that, and maybe this is something that you want to monetize, you want to level up your coaching skills, if you're an expert already in coaching and you want to expand your reach, or maybe the clientele that you have are looking for this kind of toolkit, then have a conversation with us. Okay. So what is it that you can do? Okay. What strategy? There's a different strategy. I'm going to share with you a strategy that you can help your client with for them to learn affirmations and confidence. Okay. So, have a pen and paper in there, or you can watch this replay. You can use this strategy. A simple strategy. Again, there's a lot of different strategies. If you want to know more about it, just message us here. We'll be happy to help you out in your journey. The first strategy that you can teach your client is listen, learn, and think. Listen, learn, and think. Okay, it's an exercise. Okay, exercise. The first step: help your client listen. What do they need to do? Have them keep a diary. A few days for a week. Have them take notes everywhere. Take it everywhere they go, and every time they start having this negative self-talk, have them make a note. Okay, make a note of it. Even the positive ones, have them take notes of the positive and negative self-talks. That's first thing. Now, in when they're doing that, what happens is it helps them raise awareness of what are the events, right? What are the events? Are the narratives conversation mostly positive or negative, right? Is it based on scenarios? Is it based on people? You know, do you encourage yourself to, if you go to this space, is the conversation more positive? If you go to this space, is the conversation more negative? The self-talk that you have, list them down. Have that awareness so that you can listen to yourself. Then when you have that, step number 2 is learn. Okay. At the end of the week, so you're gonna do this exercise for you're gonna have them do this exercise. Of course, if you're doing a coaching session, maybe you're doing a unlimited coaching session, which is a 15-minute session. This is something you can do, right? You can, if they are done with their field work, then you can have a session with you, can help you out. Hello, Coaching Arts. Thank you for joining. And what you can do afterwards, when they're listening, they can learn. Okay. At the end of the week, through processing of what they've written, you can help them reflect on what they've written, and you can ask them questions, right? Like, what are the thoughts that's commonly come out more often? And how do they come up with it? Or how do they feel about themselves when they're talking about negatively about themselves? Or when they are talking negatively to themselves, do they hold, does it hinder them from achieving their goals? Right? Do they practice more positive self-talk? So help them out in the journey. Then step number 3 is have them think it through. So you're helping them process it, right? What you want to do is to help them move from a negative to a positive self-talk. Okay, a negative to a positive self-conversation, so that they're not faking it. Okay, they're just reframing the conversation in a way that it's giving them hope that they can be better. Okay, so that needs to be in the conversation, in the coaching conversation, that you're helping them, hey, facilitating it so that they can, reframe it, and they can reframe it in a way that's more actionable, it's more positive, and it's more hopeful that they can improve. Because there are different thoughts and different ways of our clients seeing this. But as you go through the journey and identifying and understanding it, then they have a more accurate narrative of where it's coming from. That's one. They have awareness. They're acknowledging that it's true as of the moment. Then they are taking action to do better and improving. All right. So what can you do to help them out, at least? Because this is a process, right? This is not going to be overnight, right? It's not going to be overnight. It's not, when you go to the session, it's not going to happen overnight, but you're going to have result. What you can help them out is to apply positive affirmations daily. Okay. And you can help them reframe. So instead of them just saying that I can't do this, I keep on failing. My mind is constantly just telling me I'm not good enough. You can help them out, say, I have a power to change my mind, right? Which you have. Every one of us have. We have the power to change our mind. We just need the proper care and support and environment for us to be able to do that. Now, in the instances in which they done something wrong, they can tell themselves that, hey, I'm attempting to do this. Attempting to do this took some courage, and I'm proud of myself for trying. So it changed the narratives and the conversation. Another one is, I might still have a way to go, but I am proud of how far I have already come. So, di ba? Malayo na, malayo pa. But at least you're progressing. Or, I am capable, I am strong, I can get through this. So there are different types of conversation that you can help your clients with, and you can help them unpack this as they go through it, their exercise. Then they become better in their narratives, they boost their confidence, even their conversation starts to change, that it's more empowering than crippling. How does that sound? Is that something that is worthwhile? Is that something that you can do? Is that something that would help you in your journey? I hope it will. A lot of people in the corporate world, a lot of people, in the space are going through some challenges, especially on the way that they see themselves and the way that they see the self concept. So imagine helping one in there gain confidence, help them have the competency, have them try new things, have them learn new things up until they're competent about it. Then you start to help them be more confident, right? Because they're able to succeed, or they're able to learn, they're able to build skills, then they're able to hone their confidence and become better and better and better because of you, right? So I hope you're able to learn something out of this. If you want to know more about how you can leverage on utilizing or learning or mastering confidence coaching, you can message me at 0917-569-4200. I would like to invite you for our community events at the CACC Republic. So tomorrow at 3 a.m., we're going to have some prayer night. So if you want to heal from your financial pain, if you want to be able to heal from that and recover from that, and really just have an overflow in your finances, visit us at 3 a.m. The CACC Republic is open from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So tomorrow we're going to have some prayer night happen in there. If you work night shift, or maybe you just can't sleep and you're looking for a space, then have a visit with us. We have different community events in there happening. We have Purpose Sunday, Parenting Mondays, Kapihan Nights on Tuesday, Habits on Wednesday, and Prayer Night on Thursday. And of course, on Saturday, there's going to be Fab Saturday open mic. And if you're interested to know more about what we're doing as professional life coach, let's connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 to know more about Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. We're currently accepting application for mental health certification program. So make sure that you are connecting with us and we can reserve a seat for you. Okay? So join us back tomorrow with Coach Candy Teng as she will talk about interior design. This is an exciting topic. So she's there in the chat box. Have a conversation with her, message her of what interior design here. She's very good with that, by the way. If you want to learn how she can help you out in designing things, then that is something that you can make advantage of. Maybe this is one business or entrepreneurial journey that you want to monetize, then have a conversation with her tomorrow at 7 p.m. All right? Maraming salamat for joining us. I hope you were able to learn from this. Of course, share your hashtag #PackMyBagMoment. Share this with other people. Maybe you know someone who wants to help individuals gain confidence, then this topic will help you out. And if you need toolkits and you need more support, just message us here at Life Coach Philippines and our other Facebook pages, and we have to help you in your journey. Maraming salamat for joining us. We'll talk to you again soon for another episode of Life Coach Corner. Love, bam, boom. See ya and have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag and drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag and drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.